evening. Congratulations. It's a beautiful night tonight. The education, you know, I look back at my life and it took me, the older I got, the more I realized how lucky and fortunate I was, man. Just getting educated. I went to 12 years of Catholic school. I grew up in South Philadelphia in a beautiful neighborhood that had everybody in it. And we had a Catholic school that all my aunts and uncles had went to when they were little kids. And we had the church, and it was a block away. And we went there, and we had nuns, and they were a little bit on the disciplinarian side. But as I got older, I realized what we got, man. We got an education. You know, the nuns would grab you by the ear, and they would be pounding you over the head for some little minor infraction, you know. And today they get locked up, but at the same time, I remember, man, it was like I'm glad they didn't. You know, the nuns were the heart and soul of the church. I'm not a religious person. 12 years of Catholic church requires that allows me to have an opinion about it. But and show business, man. Let's not forget the school plays. Let's not forget being an altar boy. Come on, man. You had an outfit. It was great, you know. And they had the altar wine. You had the host back there. They tasted like that one candy they used to sell at the candy stores. It was cool. You know, I never really took anything seriously. The catechism, the Baltimore catechism, I could never understand it, and I just kind of said, what the heck are they talking about? But the nuns, Miss Regina, we had class, we had piano lessons. They said, Mark is impulsive, man. They would have stuffed me with Redlin about 10 years ago. But then we had about 4th, 5th grade, then we got female teachers too, Miss Barbara and Miss Virginia, and they were absolutely incredible looking. And they were very, very good teachers also. You know, your mind gets distracted. Catholic school, and you'd be an altar boy. And thank God it was the last year of Latin for us in that particular school. And they had a very famous priest. His picture was on the ink 10 years ago. Me and 2 other guys from that particular parish. Very famous pedophiles. But he graduated on to bigger and better things. I mean, we were all perverts anyway. But we said, well, did Father sit you on his lap and was his hand underneath your butt? And we said, yeah. And we started laughing. We didn't take it. It didn't hurt. We were already perverts. It didn't affect us either way. But he went on to bigger and better things. And he did collect his pension. He was about 80 when they had him in the inquiry. You know, this is nothing about a bad thing, because remember, only 1% of priests were pedophiles. And the nuns, like I said, they were the meat and potatoes, man. They were free. They were slave wagers, and they were great. The nuns were terrific. But you know, after all that Catholic 8 years of that, I went to Bishop Newman. Now, we lived in a small neighborhood. My class was about 20. So you go to Newman, and I lived in a neighborhood that was predominantly Slavic, some Irish, Black Puerto Rican. It was a cool neighborhood. Not too many Italians. Mom married an Italian, so I was one of the few. Yo, Dago, come on over, Mark. We're hanging out. You know, we didn't get personal. Oh, Dago, you called me Dago, you know. So then we go to Newman. Now, Newman at the time was 27th and Mifflin, and very predominantly about 50% Italian, 40% Irish, and 10% of a mix. And then when you grew up on 2nd Street, you were considered Irish automatically, and then you had in Newman a lot of Italian kids. It was a predominantly Italian neighborhood, South Philly. Then you had 30th Street, and they were crazy. They were the craziest Irishmen. And they were all good guys, but you had these differences. Now you come from this little Catholic school with 20 kids, now you're in 500, and you're watching this show go on. It's basically what the future's going to look like sometimes. You see the overachievers. You know, I was with the guys who just like to have a good time and stay out of the typical mainstream crap. I watched the guys that were successful in that school, and I wasn't crazy about them. I wasn't crazy about sports. I liked music. I played in a band, and I wanted to listen to Miles Davis, and I wanted to be Miles. But anyway, it was a weird school. You know, like certain days when certain drugs would come in, you see a guy just fall out. You know, and the priest would say, "No, just take him down to the dispensary." One day, you know, Quaaludes came in, but it was a great school. But you find these things, and then we would go home. We would have to get the bus at 27th and Tasker on the way down. Once you pass 25th Street, then the brothers were checking you out and saying, "Get them, guys!" You know, and they'd be hitting us with like rocks, and we'd have to put our little black school bags on. "Come on, guys, leave us alone!" And then they would pull it back over, and the bus driver with the back of the time's trowels, and the trial would stop, and the bus driver would be going like, "Oh man!" And it's like, "Come on, get us out of here, dude! They want to kill us!" You know, you had all these different structures of people. You know, the world doesn't change, but it wasn't bad, man. You know, we didn't hate each other. We just kind of, the Italian guys, the Irish guys, the black guys, and we got along. But it was a great education. Today, I look at the school system, and I feel very bad for what's going on, you know, the teachers union and everything else. I'm not trying to turn it dark, but I was so glad I went to the Catholic school. I'm not religious today, but the nuns, I love the nuns. There's a film with Meryl Streep. It's an incredible film called Doubt. Go see it. And it's not about pedophiles. My two favorite teachers in England, they were gay and they were pedophiles. They were beautiful people and they left the priesthood for very rational reasons. Anyway, thank you. My name's Mark.